One fall, and you might never walk again. Sounds dramatic? It's not. It's the harsh reality millions of seniors face every year because of something nearly invisible: silent muscle loss. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you may have already lost up to half your muscle mass since your younger years, and not even know it. Sarcopenia doesn't just make you weaker. It steals your independence, slows your recovery, and turns a simple slip into a life-altering injury. But here's the terrifying part. New research from Harvard and Mayo Clinic reveals that this decline is not inevitable. In fact, in many cases, it can be reversed. The problem? 93% of older adults have no idea how to do it. Worse yet, they're being told to do the opposite. So what's the truth? What are the 8 science-backed habits that could help you retain your strength, sharpen your mind, and stay independent into your 90s? Stick around until the end, because what you're about to learn could change the rest of your life. Here's the most frustrating part. You might already be doing something every single day that's accelerating your muscle loss. Not because you're lazy, not because you're sick, but because you've been given advice that's outdated or flat out wrong. According to researchers at the Mayo Clinic, most doctors never tell their older patients the single most important habit to rebuild muscle after 70. And Harvard scientists now confirm what really helps you stay strong often contradicts traditional medical advice. So while you think you're doing the right thing, eating light, avoiding stress, skipping strength training, your body may be getting weaker with every passing month. But here's the good news. Correcting just one daily mistake can mean the difference between living on your own at 90 or needing help to stand up from a chair at 70. So don't miss what comes next, because we're about to break down 8 powerful habits that science says could change everything. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell so you never miss another life-changing tip for your health. And don't forget to share this with someone you care about. Their future might depend on it. And if there's one habit you need to correct today, it's skipping strength training. Habit 1. Resistance training. The most powerful anti-aging medicine ever discovered. It's not just the most common mistake, it's also the most dangerous. Because when you stop using your muscles, your body starts erasing them. Quietly, bit by bit. Until one day, you can't climb the stairs, can't stand without support, or worse, can't even get out of bed. But no one warned you. Instead, most older adults are told to take it easy, avoid lifting, don't overdo it. That advice? It's why millions of people lose muscle every single year. Meanwhile, scientists from Tufts and McMaster universities discovered resistance training, done correctly, is the most powerful anti-aging intervention ever documented. Here are the 4 golden principles shared by the fittest 80-year-olds. Intensity matters more than time. 2 weeks of resistance training to the point of near failure led to far greater muscle gains than 5 weeks of light, easy workouts. With proper supervision, this sends a clear message to your body. I still need this strength. Train full body, not isolated muscles. Gentle squats with a chair, resistance band pulls, wall push-ups. These compound moves activate multiple muscle groups and joints, building strength without overstraining your body. Gradually increase difficulty. If you lift the same weight, the same reps, the same exercises, your body stops adapting. The super-agers track their workouts and challenge themselves just a little more each week. Slow the lowering phase. The eccentric, lowering portion of an exercise builds more strength than the lifting part. By controlling the descent, they maximize muscle gains while protecting the joints. According to a study from the University of Alabama, after just 12 weeks, seniors who trained correctly gained an average of 3.3 kbs of muscle, 35% more strength, and saw improvements in memory, blood sugar, and bone density. And all it took was 2 30-minute sessions per week. If you're unsure where to begin, start here. Find a trainer who understands senior bodies. Build a personalized routine. If resistance training is your body in action, then preserving your neuromuscular connections is your brain staying in control. Because no matter how strong the engine is, without a steering wheel, you're just going in circles. Here's something most older adults never hear. Muscle loss isn't just about aging. It's about your brain losing touch with your muscles. This is called neuromuscular disconnection, and it starts creeping in quietly after age 60. As the neural sockets begin to fray, your brain's signals struggle to reach your muscles. So when you feel your hand trembling or wobble when closing your eyes, it's not just muscle weakness. It's because your brain can't find the switch. But research from the University of Michigan reveals a powerful truth. Seniors who maintain the strength of people half their age all share one thing in common. They actively stimulate and protect their neuromuscular wiring. Here's how they do it. They train coordination, not just strength tai chi, dancing, ping pong, even picking up tiny beads from a table. These activities force the brain to send accurate signals to different muscle groups. The result? Those who practiced coordination twice a week retained 31% stronger neural muscle connections than those who just walked. They breathe with purpose. Techniques like box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold, exhale, hold for just 5 minutes a day help stimulate the vagus nerve, a key to keeping the nervous system calm and responsive. It may sound simple, but breathing right is one way to train your nervous system. They challenge their brains regularly. A study from Columbia University showed that seniors who read often, learn new skills, or play brain games retain their neuromuscular connection for decades longer. Because your brain and muscles share many of the same neural highways, when one stays active, so does the other. So remember, training isn't just about muscle. It's a symphony of brain, nerves, and movement. The more you mentally call on your muscles in every action, the stronger and more precise your body becomes. Now, it's your turn. What age are you today on this journey? Drop your number in the comments below, just so we know where you're starting from. Because every number is a new beginning, and it's never too late to reconnect what time tried to take away. Habit 3. Rebuilding muscle with the micronutrients. He never knew he needed. For most of his life, Tom Henderson thought he was doing everything right. A retired high school coach from Nebraska, Tom stuck to a routine. Oatmeal for breakfast, grilled chicken for dinner, and a walk around the neighborhood every morning. He didn't smoke, rarely drank, and hadn't touched fast food in over a decade. So when he started feeling weaker, more sluggish, and waking up with aching joints, he brushed it off as just getting older. Until the day he couldn't open a jar of pickles for his granddaughter. His hand trembled. His grip failed. And something inside him snapped. That wasn't age, he later said. That was something missing. After a full checkup, his doctor told him the truth. Tom had low magnesium, deficient vitamin D, and nearly no detectable B12. His body wasn't falling apart. It was starving for nutrients he'd never been told to care about. And Tom wasn't alone. Studies from the University of Vermont show that over 70% of older adults are missing key micronutrients essential for muscle function. Tom dove into the science and changed everything. Magnesium, the silent strength builder. He started taking magnesium glycinate, a highly absorbable form that helped calm his nerves and improved sleep. Within 2 weeks, night cramps stopped, and he no longer needed an afternoon nap just to get through the day. Vitamin B12, the brain-muscle connector. Instead of standard B12 pills, Tom chose methylcobalamin, the activated form. His balance improved, his focus sharpened. He said it felt like, "My brain finally started talking to my muscles again." Creatine. Not just for young bodybuilders, Tom hesitated. He'd always thought creatine was only for the gym crowd, but studies from McMaster University showed that 3-5 g per day helped seniors build lean muscle and memory. Now, he adds it to his morning smoothie and carries groceries without stopping halfway. Trace minerals, the unsung heroes. Zinc, selenium, and chromium aren't flashy, but they help transport nutrients into muscle cells and support insulin sensitivity. Tom added a multivitamin tailored for men over 65, and the difference was subtle, but real. Today, at 72, Tom isn't chasing youth. He's reclaiming strength he didn't realize he was losing. He's back to tossing the football with his grandson. He even joined a low-impact resistance training group at the local YMCA. His only regret? I wish someone had told me earlier that protein alone isn't enough. Muscles need the little things too. What about you? Are you already taking any of these forgotten nutrients, or planning to start now? Drop your age in the comments and let us know where you're starting from. Here's something most people don't realize. Muscle loss isn't just caused by lack of movement. It's often fueled by inflammation. Not the obvious swelling or redness you can see, but chronic, low-grade inflammation that silently burns beneath the surface every single day. Mr. Nam, a retired teacher at 66, thought he was healthy simply because he had no major illnesses. He took daily walks, ate sensibly, and never smoked. But still, he felt weaker. He struggled to get up from a chair, couldn't lift laundry as easily, and woke up with stiff joints every morning. A simple blood test showed his CRP, C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation, was 4 times the optimal range, despite no apparent infection. Chronic inflammation doesn't make a sound, but it quietly erodes your muscles from the inside out. Studies from Tufts University found that older adults with high inflammation markers lost muscle mass 3 times faster than those with low inflammation, even when their diet and exercise were similar. So how do you cool the body naturally? Sleep enough. On time, in complete darkness. It sounds basic, but quality sleep is one of the most powerful ways your body puts out internal fires. Poor sleep and frequent late nights are linked to a 40% increase in inflammatory cytokines. Eat anti-inflammatory foods daily. Instead of reaching for pills, Mr. Nam began adding fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, kefir, leafy greens, turmeric, berries, fatty fish, and extra virgin olive oil to his meals. After just 6 weeks, he slept deeper and woke up without stiffness. Heal the gut, the starting point of your immune system. He focused on natural probiotics, avoided processed sugars, and minimized packaged foods. A healthier gut meant a more balanced immune system and lower inflammation. Exercise gently and regularly. But avoid pushing too hard when fatigued. Light, consistent movement reduces inflammation, but overtraining can spike it, especially when the body is already under stress. After just 3 months of these lifestyle changes, Mr. Nam's inflammation markers returned near normal. He no longer felt constant fatigue. His mobility improved. And most importantly, he finally went back to tending his garden after 2 years of giving up. Like Mr. Nam, you can manage inflammation. And in doing so, you'll give your body the best shot at holding on to the strength you still have. Because if you want to build and protect muscle long-term, you must first put out the fires quietly burning inside. And once your body cools down, it's time to learn how to time your protein intake for maximum effect. That's what the next habit is all about. I'm Dr. Matthew Klein, a geriatric specialist based in California. I've spent over 20 years studying muscle and skeletal health in older adults. And if there's one thing I wish every person over 60 understood, it's this. It's not just how much protein you eat. It's when you eat it. Habit 5. Optimizing protein timing, the key to waking up muscles after 60. Most of my patients are diligent about their protein. They eat lean meat, drink milk, and sometimes even take protein powders. Yet when we check their muscle mass, they're still losing it far too quickly. Why? Because they consume almost all of their protein at dinner, while skipping out on breakfast and lunch. Research from the University of Texas shows that spreading your protein evenly across meals can boost muscle protein synthesis by up to 25%, without increasing total intake. Here's what I advise my patients to do. Divide protein intake evenly throughout the day. Each meal should include 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. This ensures that muscle-building signals are activated all day long, not just at night. Don't skip breakfast. This is the most commonly overlooked meal. But if you start your day with toast and cereal, your muscles go hungry. Try swapping for eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie. You'll feel the difference in just a few weeks. Add lean protein at lunch. Don't rely on carbs and veggies alone. Many people eat only rice and vegetables at lunch. That means your body gets no building blocks midday when you're still active and moving. Keep dinner balanced. Don't overload it with all your protein. Dinner is still important, but it should be part of a balanced protein strategy, not the one and only high-protein meal of the day. Many of my patients who followed this strategy for just 12 weeks gained an average of 1.2 pounds of muscle without adding any supplements. It's not magic, it's science and timing. So if you're trying to preserve muscle, don't just focus on eating more protein. Focus on eating it at the right time. Because after 60, your body doesn't just need fuel, it needs a smart schedule. Habit 6. Fueling your muscles with light. And the one vitamin you can't ignore. After 60, once you've learned to time your protein right, the next step is to help your body actually absorb and use that protein efficiently. And to do that, nothing is more important than vitamin D. It's no coincidence that scientists often call it the forgotten muscle vitamin. Because over 80% of older adults in the US are significantly deficient in vitamin D, even if they eat well and spend time outdoors. Take Helen, age 74, as an example. She maintained a healthy diet, did Tai Chi 3 times a week, and had no major health conditions. Still, she found herself feeling weaker every month. Trouble standing up, shortness of breath on stairs, and occasional nighttime cramps. A routine blood test revealed her vitamin D level was only 22 nang ml, well below the optimal range. This wasn't just about bones. Low D levels were interrupting her body's ability to absorb calcium and build muscle. Harvard researchers have confirmed seniors with optimal vitamin D levels have up to 25% greater muscle strength than those with deficiencies. So what can you do? Get your vitamin D levels tested regularly, at least twice a year. The ideal level is over 40 ml, depending on your health profile. Don't wait for pain or fractures. Vitamin D deficiency is often silent until it's too late. Supplement 2,000 to 4,000 IU/day if necessary. The standard recommendation of 600 IU/day is far too low for most seniors. Use vitamin D3 and consider combining it with vitamin K2 to direct calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. Use sunlight wisely. Aging skin produces less vitamin D, but you can still get some by spending 15 to 20 minutes in sunlight daily, preferably before 9 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Helen made a habit of sitting on her balcony each morning and felt more alert and lighter within just a few weeks. Eat foods rich in vitamin D, like egg yolks, salmon, sardines, and fortified milk, paired with healthy fats for better absorption. After just 3 months of these changes, Helen wasn't just sleeping better. She could walk farther and carry her own grocery bags again. She once believed aging meant gradually surrendering her strength until she realized that a tiny missing vitamin had changed everything. If you're following along and building strength step by step, comment the number 6 below to let me know where you are in the journey. We've still got 2 powerful habits to go, and every step counts. Now that you've timed your protein right and supported it with enough vitamin D, it's time to add something that might sound counterintuitive, but is absolutely essential. Stress. That's right. Stress, when applied the right way, can actually be a powerful tool to rebuild, restore, and strengthen your body. Habit 7. Harnessing good stress. Activating the hidden strength inside your muscles. It may sound strange, but science calls it hormetic stress, short, controlled bursts of stress that trigger resilience and adaptation. Researchers at the Buck Institute for Research on Aging found that when older adults are exposed to mild, well-managed stressors, their muscles and hormones don't weaken. They respond by becoming more efficient and resilient. Here are the kinds of good stress many people over 60 are now using, with surprising results. Cold exposure. Ending your shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water stimulates brown fat, increases mitochondrial activity, and boosts adiponectin, a hormone that protects muscle tissue from breaking down. Intermittent fasting. Not skipping meals entirely, but eating within an 8 to 10 hour window during the day. This gives your body enough time for autophagy, the process of cleaning out damaged cells and encouraging muscle regeneration. Isometric holds exercises like wall sites or pushing against a wall for 10 seconds create brief, intense muscle contractions that signal your body to preserve muscle without stressing your joints. Regular sauna use. A Finnish study revealed that people who used the sauna 4 to 7 times a week experienced 40% less muscle loss compared to those who didn't. Heat stress mimics the benefits of light cardiovascular exercise and stimulates similar recovery pathways. So-called super-agers don't run from pressure. They choose it strategically in small, consistent doses. Think of it like forging steel. Brief exposure to heat makes it stronger for life. Alan, age 70, used to think cold showers and fasting were just for young people. But after trying them for 2 months, he now reports better sleep, sharper focus, and faster recovery after exercise. Once you learn to challenge your body wisely, your body starts learning how to grow stronger on its own. And to make sure all that progress doesn't fade over time, it's time to discover how to protect the vital connection between your brain and your muscles as you age. Which brings us to the final habit. Habit 8, keeping the brain-muscle connection alive. Because true strength begins in the mind. You've learned how to eat right, train right, breathe well, rest deeply, and even embrace the right kind of stress. But there's still one final piece. Subtle, silent, but absolutely essential. It's the difference between simply building muscle and truly keeping it, keeping your brain and muscles connected. Science calls it neuromuscular integrity, the sharp, seamless link between your brain's commands and your body's response. When you're young, it happens without effort. But after 60, this connection starts to fade quietly. The brain signals more slowly. The muscles respond less efficiently. Reflexes dull. And if you don't train this system, then no matter how much protein, how many vitamins, how great your workouts, your muscles won't perform at their full potential, simply because the brain isn't driving them as it used to. So what can you do? Practice coordination-based movement activities like Tai Chi, light dancing, casual tennis, table tennis, even mindful walking with arm swings. These force your brain to lead, coordinate, and adjust, keeping neural pathways flexible and sharp. Train your mind as much as your body. Learn a new skill. Memorize number patterns. Play reaction games. Join a book club. The more you think and engage mentally, the more precisely your brain controls your muscles. Like a mental coach behind every move. Use breathwork and mindfulness techniques. Just 5 minutes a day of focused breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, enhancing brain control over your core, limbs, heart, and lungs. Maintain positive social bonds and an optimistic mindset. Research shows that older adults with strong social lives and emotional well-being retain better nerve transmission speeds, which helps slow down motor decline. Preserving the brain-muscle connection won't give you instant results, but it will help you stay independent, confident, and fully alive for years to come. Because in the end, you're not just a collection of muscles. You are a living system that learns, adapts, and grows stronger when given the chance. These 8 habits aren't magic tricks. They're small, proven, and powerful choices, backed by science and available to anyone. If you've made it this far, you're not just learning how to stay strong. You're actively shaping how you age. Drop a number 8 in the comments to let us know you're with us until the end. Because every number is progress, every number is a promise, and maybe the beginning of the strongest years of your life. You've just completed the journey through 8 habits, not just to preserve muscle, but to live stronger, more intentionally, and with purpose at every age. If any of these habits surprised or inspired you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We read and value every response. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and share it with someone you care about who's also seeking a healthier path. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on science-backed, heartfelt, and practical insights we release each week. And if you're ready to begin your own transformation, drop the number 8 in the comments below. Growing older isn't the end of the story. It might just be your strongest beginning.